stuff like that, and you're just a different person.
I'm not a big fan of Del Rose.
Yeah, I know, but you could have met one just for the sake of, like, you know, you got G Money. She's a big fan of keeping fit. I mean, the amount of donuts she shoved in her mouth then was just unreal.
Snapchat over there of ordering at Mackey's.
What happened then? Do you want donut?
Yeah. Yeah. After I get it, I reinvest. After I get it, I reinvest. People wanna talk that talk in reality. You have not seen me in action. You think the come up comes overnight. You ain't behind the scenes. Trust me, these things don't just happen. No shade to Gerald, but G's don't come easy when you tryna eat out producing and rapping. I read that contract you sent me to sign, but excuse me, I can't help myself, I'm just laughing. Hey, you tryna cut out a piece of my pie, and I asked you politely, what's it that you offer me? Yeah, I produce all my own beats, and I have no intention of losing my publisher. Yeah, independent individual, boy, I've been eating off passive residuals. Yeah.
How's it going? Stressful as fuck. That's how it's going. I think sometimes what we do is we make all this look really easy on the vlog, don't we? You know, we make this whole process of what we're doing seem, look and feel, I don't know, almost seamless. And it just isn't. I'm not complaining. I'm really excited about what we're doing thus so far. But there's a degree of firefighting, you know, there's a degree of making sure what we do actually works, because we're doing something, I think, different, which means it's not for everybody right yet. It means we're finding our feet in terms of the processes, the systems that we put together. So, you know, at times we have to fight a few flames, and I think part of the team are showing the frayed edges around the sides in terms of all of that actually happening. So it's not a rant, I'm not complaining. This is part of a growing business. You know, the faster you grow, the wheels start to go a little bit like this. So what we have to make sure is that while we're doing this, we got people with their arms out the go-kart, sticking them on, making sure that it all works so that the whole process doesn't stop. So we're in London, completely, almost powerless, because we're not back at the office, managing to do all this kind of mendy stuff that we're really, really good at, as well as running the business. We're out here growing this whole new aspect of what being more social is. But, you know, I subscribe to all of this stuff. I ain't complaining. We're going to make it work, and we're going to crush it 100%. I ain't messing. But I don't want anybody looking in on this thinking they've nailed it, they've got it easy. I don't want anybody looking on this thinking actually being in business is really, really easy. Look at what Rick and the team are doing. It's a piece of piss. It isn't, okay? There's a lot of thought process, early mornings, late nights, frayed and fractured relationships, temper tantrums, you name it, we have it all. This is all on a weekly basis, all right? So what you see in this vlog isn't often kind of what happens. I did tell you this is going to be a warts and all look as to what we do, and that's kind of like where we're at right now. Fighting fires, fanning the flames just a little bit, making sure that none of them ignite into an uncontrollable blaze and fucks it all up. That's it.
What we're doing this afternoon?
Good point. This afternoon, you see, this is the thing. You go on this like little journey, and what you're doing is you're running a business, you're fanning the flames, you're doing all that kind of stuff, and then you've got to find your other head that is calm, composed, controlled, smiley, all that kind of stuff, because this afternoon we're interviewing a guy called Lee. What's his surname?
Wilcox.
Lee Wilcox. I was going to say Wilcox, but I just didn't want to get it wrong. Lee Wilcox. He won, I think it was the 2017 Entrepreneur of the Year Award for NatWest, part of the NatWest Hub. We've been invited actually by the NatWest to serve as part of one of the service providers for social media, educating those guys as to what to do and how to do it. Really looking forward to being part of that as well. But Lee Wilcox is an interesting character. He's very lively on social. He is the creator of on the tools. Some funny videos, really exciting, funny stuff. I kind of likened it to a lot of the social change stuff, how they started, where they come from. They had student problems, they had all sorts of different kind of Twitter profiles it was at that point, all feeding in, resharing some kind of exciting stuff and making specific audiences trend. And I thought, or I felt, that this guy was going much the same way from the outside looking in. We'll soon find out exactly what it was or why he created that in the podcast today. Again, looking forward to that massively. Set up pretty slick. As always, Davidoff, as always, my friend.
So yeah, cool.
Then when ad breaks comes out, it's 3 minutes, and you can't put an advert in until a minute. And I'd almost guarantee that it will then, rather than a minute, it'll end up going to 90 seconds where you can put your advert in. Because what are they trying to do? They're trying to make sure that creators are creating good enough content to get the average watch time higher. Because Facebook know if the average watch time is higher, they can serve more adverts and people stay on the platform longer.
The dwell time is longer.
Exactly, and you know they've got to compete with YouTube, who their dwell time is way better than what Facebook's is.
Yeah.
And in a world where video is it, Facebook know that I think they've got an amazing opportunity because of the breadth of users. And still, even though people are like, oh, Facebook's not cool anymore, right? There's still 2 billion active users, and you can't argue with that stat. No. So for me, I'm like, they've got a great opportunity, but unless they pull the trigger on it really soon in terms of funding more long form content with bigger production houses, publishers, etc. Which is what YouTube did 10 years ago, where they just paid loads and it worked. I'm like,
and if they look
just
after the creators as well, if they look after publishers, because they really did mess it up when they changed that algorithm.
Yeah,
they battered publishers.
But fund it and solve your ecosystem problem, because it's still the Wild West from a video point of view. It's got a lot better within Facebook, but there's still so many bandits about reposting content and making money from it. And I'm like, solve that problem, and you'll get more creators come to the platform that will be able to create longer platform. You'll be able to get fans, real fans of people and brands to come back to the platform and watch long form content there. They're getting there, and we're seeing that from the data we're getting when we're creating content. Our returning visitors are getting higher, our average watch time is getting higher, but it's slow. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And I think, obviously, I'm gambling on that they're going to get it right, but I'm also de-risking on growing on other channels and putting other business models in this business, because there's 50% of me where I'm not. I think they're going to get it wrong, and and they might not get the ticket. But there's a lot of opportunity out there, I think.
It'd be brilliant to come and check out your offices.
Yeah, I'd love to come down, it'd be right. Yeah.
Definitely. No, you wouldn't. It wasn't turned on, was it?
Yep.
Oh, bastard. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye. Look, it's not wobbling. It's fine. You worry too much. Watch this. I'm going around the corner. Oh no, it's a bit wobbly. I'm going around the corner.
Rick, come on.
It's be fine.
Can't be there.
If it breaks, it breaks. It means it's a sign to say. What we could do is the library could be a fucking church. Then we could get donations of 10% into the library, not the church.
Where are we at today?
Today we are at the workstation in Sheffield delivering a talk on social media. This is a special Pathways student gig or setup. I'm hoping to help people establish themselves and get into work. We're going to deliver a real talk on social media and what they should be doing and could be doing to enforce a bit of a personal brand to help them get spotted and noticed. No, that's mine. That's mine. That's mine.
Thank you. Oh.
David ain't got one.
Oh, is he not?
As in, no, you were going to
You know
give
what's
me yours,
funny?
weren't you?
LinkedIn got it. LinkedIn
You big
gold.
softy.
Whisper Gold is mine and David's like
Whisper gold for the team.
thing, weren't it, David?
No way.
Get it down, you.
Is that what you got?
Yes.
You know what?
I need a drink of water.
I've got summer fruits when it's fresh and that I do. Are we out here?
Yeah.
I understood so much, probably more social. I understood social then more than people understand it now. Because what tends to happen is people are fearful of the fact that it's on the internet. They assume that it's like a bit like Google or something like that. They forget that it's a people product first. But the reason why you particularly and some of you others in this room today is you're after the attention of somebody. You could knock on the door of any CEO, managing director of any business and say, listen, I'm young, I'm talented, I'm energetic, give me a chance. Before you go to bed at night, what about if you're on the toilet? Who checks it out on the toilet? There's only you saying no. Do you check it on the toilet? Yeah, okay. So again, look, my whole thing is so many people saying, or says to me, is like, yeah, but the return on investment is never there. Yeah, but I don't get the attention that you say we're going to get. The attention is already there. We're all looking at these platforms and profiles at the most intimate times of the day. We're in them reasonably regular, to be fair, and it's the mobile phone that's the biggest driver of that. It isn't the laptop or the desktop computer, it is the mobile phone. So you want to care less about Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. I want you to understand that the phone is the most important thing of all. Grab me the ticket, so she's lost it, she's in trouble.
The main uni building, Staffordshire,
And yesterday I got a ticket from the university when it's transport, but usually the ticket's like 22 quid.
So more.
It's my high heels, it's my heels. I hope I haven't knackered my shoes.
Oh no.
£300 pair of shoes. I like.
Where you going?
Can't go that way. What's that doing? What's this?
Pan it up so you can see.
Well, that was interesting talking to the kids. Even though I employ kids. Me being the biggest of all, probably.